I'm going to help you stop missing that person. I'm going to give you the tools to rebuild your life without their presence. It won't be easy. You might feel anxious, angry, or even shed a few tears during the process. But if you stay with me until the end of this video, I promise you will feel relief. You'll have taken your first step, and you'll find the strength to keep going. Have you ever missed someone so much that you felt unable to move forward? No matter how much time has passed, you keep thinking about them. Have you felt like the memory has become stronger than the reality itself? Maybe what you're feeling isn't what you think it is. From a philosophical point of view, we miss people because we are deeply relational beings and aware of time. We live anchored in memory, in what was and in what we hoped would be. Nostalgia is a form of grief for something that is no longer there, even if it never truly died. Missing someone is love expressed through time. Sartre and Hegel said that we build ourselves in relation to others. When that person leaves, a part of us seems to disappear too, a role, a routine, an identity. And as Plato said, we long for what we lack. Often, what we miss isn't the person themselves, but what they represented, a version of us, a specific moment in time, an emotional illusion we clung to so we wouldn't fall apart. So ask yourself, are you sure you miss that person, or do you miss the version you created of them in your mind? Many times we don't miss the person, we miss a mental construction. When someone leaves, our mind fills the empty space. But it doesn't fill it with facts. It fills it with feelings. It rebuilds, idealizes, transforms ordinary moments into magical ones. Your brain remembers what hurts the least. It forgets the conflict and exaggerates the joy. Have you noticed that when you remember them, everything seems better than it really was? When there's no clear closure, the mind replays the same memory over and over. It's a coping mechanism, but also a trap. Sometimes we don't miss the person. We miss how we felt when we were with them, or even worse, we miss who we were during that time in our lives. And here's where it really hurts, because maybe they lied to you, maybe they cheated on you, ignored you, made you feel small, invisible, unworthy, and still you miss them. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't focus, because your mind is still living in what was, or worse, in what never was. You keep coming back to these selective memories, that hug in the kitchen, the shared laugh on the bus, that unexpected message that made you feel seen. But you ignore everything else, the lies, the emotional distance, the slow erosion of trust, the loneliness that crept in even when they were right beside you. Sometimes what we miss isn't the person. It's the feeling we had before the illusion shattered, and when there's no proper ending. When the relationship ends without closure, without truth, without explanation, the brain loops. It replays and rewrites and makes the past more beautiful than it really was. You start holding on to a story that never fully existed. So how do you stop missing someone for real? How do you break an emotional bond that's no longer real but still hurts? First, accept that missing someone doesn't mean you should go back. Missing is just an emotion. It's not a message from the universe, not a sign of eternal love. It's just the echo of an empty space. And that space can't be filled by what already broke you. That space needs you, not them. You can miss someone deeply and still know they weren't good for you. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human, because the heart doesn't always follow logic, but healing does. Next, consciously break the illusion. Your mind will want to show you only the good. It will try to preserve the magic. But you need to do the hard work of remembering the whole picture. Remember the times you weren't at peace, the moments when you doubted your worth, the times you made excuses for behavior that hurt you. Write it down if you have to. Talk to someone who loves you enough to be honest. The more complete your view of the person, the easier it becomes to let go. Then cut the emotional triggers. This is essential. You have to help your mind stop repeating the pattern. If you keep looking at photos, rereading messages, revisiting the places you shared, you're not remembering, you're reliving. And reliving something that's over isn't romantic, it's self-harm. Let yourself delete, Let yourself stop watching. It's not hate, it's healing. It's about creating distance so your mind can breathe again. Give meaning to the pain. Don't ignore it, don't suppress it, but don't live inside it either. Pain can teach. Ask yourself, what did this experience show me about myself? What do I need to heal in the way I connect with others? What will I never tolerate again? Sometimes, a heartbreak cracks open older wounds, and this is your chance to finally heal them. It's uncomfortable, but it's essential. Pain that isn't transformed gets recycled. And move, literally, physically. Get out of the place you're in. Breathe new air. Do things that remind you who you were before that person. Try things you never did while you were with them. It doesn't matter if at first nothing feels fun. It doesn't matter if it feels forced. Your body needs new signals. Every time you move, every time you do something new, you're telling your brain, there is life after this. There's still more. Reconnect with people. Not necessarily a new partner. Not someone to replace what you lost. Just connection with friends, family, strangers, yourself. Because often, what we long for is not the return of the relationship, but the return of belonging, of feeling held, seen, safe, and talk. Say what hurts, even if it's messy, even if it repeats, even if it makes you cry. What isn't said becomes stagnant. What's expressed starts to leave the body. Your silence won't save you, but your honesty might. And finally, be patient. Truly patient. Healing is not linear. Some days will feel like progress, and others like relapse. And that's okay. You're not weak for remembering. You're not broken for hurting again. You're just in the middle of something that takes time, and time is not your enemy. It's your ally if you let it work. Give yourself permission to have slow days, bad mornings, quiet nights. You're not failing. You're transforming. Understand this. Letting go isn't the same as forgetting. It's not denial. It's not pretending it didn't matter. It's recognizing that it mattered, and still, it has no place in your future. It's closing the chapter with respect, even if you never got the apology, even if you never got the answers, even if they left you with 1,000 questions. If you've made it this far, if you've had the courage to listen, if something in this message stirred something inside you, then you've already taken the first step. Healing begins with a decision, and that decision is this: I will no longer stay attached to what broke me. I will stop idealizing what gave me more confusion than peace. I won't return to what dimmed my light. If this message helped you, even just a little, and you think it might help someone else who's hurting right now, share it. You never know whose life you could change with one small gesture. And remember, you're not alone. What you're feeling makes sense, but it doesn't have to last forever. You can stop missing them. You can heal. You can rebuild. And yes, you can love again, but this time, for real.